Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a review and demo on the Dermablend Professional Cover Cream. This has titanium dioxide sunscreen with a broad spectrum SPF of 30, and this is 1 ounce, this little jar, but there is a lot of product in there. And I got this online from lovelyskin.com for like $34, I believe. And I have the shade Chroma 0 Pale Ivory. So if you're interested in seeing how well this covers, then just keep watching. So here is what the product looks like right after opening it. You can see it is pretty shiny. You can see that parts of it on the outside, I'm not sure if you're able to see, but it's like changing colors a little bit. Either that or there's just like a gap. And it's sweating a little bit, so that's kind of odd. It doesn't really get particularly hot in my bedroom or cold, so I'm not sure what that's all about. But anyways, as you can see, it is fairly shiny, and when I'm just barely rubbing my finger on it, you can see I do get quite a bit of pigmented product. So what I like to do is just kind of get a ton on my finger and place it under my eye. And I like to do one eye at a time so that it doesn't dry. And then I use my Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush. And I just like to kind of stipple it in. So there is a difference between the two eyes. I already have on my Revlon Color Stay foundation, and it doesn't really cover my under eye circles that well. And with this concealer cover cream foundation, I don't know what you want to call it, but there is the difference. You can see that there isn't a huge difference, but there is definitely some. So I'm going to put a little bit of translucent powder under that eye so you can see the difference when it isn't so like shiny. So as you can see, it does cover fairly well for under eye dark circles, but I just don't like how shiny and greasy it is before you put the powder on. I'm going to do the other eye and I will be right back. So there you can see just how shiny that really is. It's like so freaking shiny that like I don't really notice that it creases a lot, but I feel like on other people it really would, just because of how greasy looking and shiny it is. But after I use my powder, of course, it goes away. But throughout the day, I do get a little bit oily under there, more than I do with other concealers that I use for under my eye. So yeah, I did use it on a couple other areas where I had a little bit of blemishes, but unfortunately for this video I don't have any acne. I shouldn't say unfortunately, but for you guys it's unfortunate. I don't have any acne on my face really, besides right here, but it's not really that noticeable. So, but I do have a ton on my shoulders, so I will definitely show you guys that, and I will show you how well it will conceal a black tattoo. So let's get started. So here is what it is looking like. I'm mainly going to try and cover the larger areas. I'm not going to like cover this whole area. I'm just going to try see how much it will cover. I'm going to be using the Sigma Tapered Kabuki F86. just like this, and I'm just going to dip it in there. No product on here whatsoever, just my natural skin. It is moisturized a little bit though from some argan oil from last night, so there's that. This is hard to do, but we shall see how this works. And I'll fast forward this. So as you can see, with just a couple layers, it hasn't really changed the look of it. If anything, it's just made it more yellowish. I'm going to try it with the same brush, put a lot on the brush, and try it on some of these larger areas back here. As you can see, it did tone it down a little bit, but it's nowhere near being the coverage that I would like. So I'm going to try it with my finger, see how well that will cover anything. So as you can see, it is covering it up a little bit, but still, you can still definitely see it. You can see that it does cover it up when I really cake it on there and don't blend it in though. But if you do that, it will probably move around, smear around, that kind of thing. So here's my tattoo. It is on the inside of my arm, and when I look at it, it is straight, but when I move it and that kind of stuff, it looks crooked. That's just the way that it is. But it is straight when I look at it normally. So there's that. I have seen that some people use like red lipstick or like dark pink, so I am going to try that on one area and then another area without it. So this is about the best that I got it to cover. I didn't really bother blending it in. I just wanted to see how much it would cover, and I did set it. Yeah, it's not really covering it at all. So that's kind of a fail. This is the best that I could cover it with Hard Candy Glamoflauge. Not too bad, but I mean obviously you can still see it pretty clearly, but now I'm going to try with an actual airbrush machine. And this is how well I covered it using the Balletto Studio airbrush makeup. So that covered it up fairly well. I mean, you can still see it, but it doesn't look black. Just looks like I have like a weird like birthmark or something. So that is basically it for the Dermablend cover cream. I'm not a huge fan of it, and I most likely will not be repurchasing it. It just does not provide the coverage that I would have expected, seeing from all of the rave reviews covering tattoos, scars, bruises, acne, just all that stuff. And it just didn't do that for me, and it is also really greasy, and I'm not used to cream concealers being so shiny and slick and greasy. I just don't like that. I feel like it makes it really easy for it to crease, and it probably won't last as long. I wouldn't really recommend this, especially for the price. I held on to it so I could review it for you guys, otherwise I would have returned it. So giant fail for me. Let me know if you guys have tried this or if you've tried any other products from this brand. Definitely let me know. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Bye!